presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Antonio Marshals. Now Lynch on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
Shift together here from the D-line. Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
First and 10, it's Lynch. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Lynch looking to throw on second. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So third and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This is taken at the 10. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And some room to work. Past the 20. Touchdown. David Johnson, 79 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, The defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now Lynch to throw, and he slings one that's incomplete. And let's look defensively at the starters.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's Lynch. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Once again, it's Lynch. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st down, pro size. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, Lynch. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Taylor. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
John Brown, the man in motion right. On third down, Taylor. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, they pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
Here we go now.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's the option going right. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll come out in the pistol. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Come on, let's go.
They go play action now. Taylor. Over the middle here to Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Bring it up.
Second and 10, it's Lynch again. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Lynch now throwing on third. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Play action. Now Lynch. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and 1, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Taken in at the 22. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and 4. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football. From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 3rd down, Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Second down now after the pass completion. On second down, here's Lynch. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd down now following the completed pass. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now back out comes the offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push them back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the cutback to the sideline. A big run there by Johnson. And even 50 yards. Well, he currently stands second in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to first.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're second and you want to be first, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully attain.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. They come out here in the eye. Johnson, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Let's go.
Third down and goal from the 6. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On first down, it's Lynch. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Second and 10, it's Lynch again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Back now in San Antonio. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here we go. Lynch on 4th down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass and completing it.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
David Johnson on his way. He's at the 30. 10, touchdown! David Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Here's Lynch, and this is incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Lynch to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good enough for the first.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
The busy night continues for Johnson. Trucks throwing.
Oh, man, right throwing.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to just see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Into the fourth quarter now. The offense has got to feel like they've imposed their will and kind of taken the life out of the defense. And you can see it from the perspective of the guy carrying the football. Those holes have to look huge. Similar to a great hitter, seeing a ball come into the plate and he's in the zone, the ball looks like a beach ball to him. He's just smacking it over the wall. Now what you're seeing is a runner whose eyes are wide open, and he's envisioning a goal line.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the home team here, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Hard to admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a 2-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and a muse from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, stews in a bedroom, oozing a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world.